One of the things that struck me about the past, and I held up the book cover because it seemed apropos for this reason, is that while the people are always changing and their situations changing and the time in the novel changes, there's the place is really constant. So I was wondering if that was something you had in mind as well.
Well, I mean, there's two ways in which that matters, isn't there? First of all, formally for the novel, that was in a way my device, that was the setting, the stage that held the thing, this slightly imagined house that maybe I vaguely had a house in the back of my mind that I'd never been inside, that I've glimpsed, but mainly I just made it up. But I wanted it to become very powerful. I mean, houses and novels go perfectly together. Houses don't need to be turned into a metaphor, they just are one. We live in them, we fill them up with our marks, with our possessions, with our stuff, with our history. Stuff happens in them, and then time moves on, and that thing is held. I mean, in every way, a house in which 3 different generations of a family have all lived. How could you fail to turn that into something potent? That sense that this happens in a room, then time passes, and then that happens in it, and those people sleep in it, and time passes, and then these other people sleep in it. So the house was, it was a controlling metaphor or something like that in the book. And then literally, for this family, it's operating as some kind of repository of value for them, because they're all in middle age, and they're, like we all are, meandering and not quite sure what they're doing with themselves, or what they are, or what they've got, or what they want. But there is this constant, this repository of something valuable to them, which is terribly English. I mean, I'm absolutely sure other cultures have their own version of it, but my version is a very English version. The sense that you live in the city, but somewhere your value, or something about your history, or something really spiritually precious to you, is invested in a dream of the countryside that I've deliberately got them all doing that. None of them live there. They actually don't want to live there, but nonetheless it's some kind of dream that matters to them. I mean, I hope I'm a little bit, not at all sending that up, but I think I'm quite relieved when they decide to sell it. This is a bit of a spoiler. They decide to. It's not a spoiler. You know that's going to happen from the beginning. At the end, I'm not satirical about that bit of English culture and English life, but there it is. It's a funny business, this living in cities and having this yearning for some green, serene otherness, pastoral, that isn't very real, and nobody knows how to live there. I mean, some people do know how to live there, but not those city folks.